Afternoon all. Hope everyone's well. We'll just gonna go through the usual. I know I haven't put a video out since Wednesday last week, but that retracement coming on silver. Right. Uh, Start with the dollar. For some reason they've postponed NFP. No idea why. I haven't bothered looking into it. Um, I might have a butcher's at some point, but yeah, NFP was supposed to be today. It's now Wednesday for some reason. No idea. Uh, we ran these lows, and then we ran these lows on Tuesday. Wednesday, we saw a significant retracement. So from Wednesday onwards, sorry, we've retraced. We're sat in between. We're sat pretty much bang in the middle between the swing high and swing low created down here. The current things I'm looking at are this gap between here and here. If I just use a little, what do you call it? This gap just here. There's a tiny bit left open just there. Um, if we leave that tiny bit open and push lower and out of here, that'd be nice because that'll show that it's got somewhere to go. It should move with a bit of strength. It should move with a bit of what's the word? Momentum. However, if we push through this gap and above here, then we've got this up close candle. I'd like to see this offer a reason to go short. So on a lower time frame, may be able to spot a break in structure or change of direction to run out the slowdown here. However, if this is pushed through, um, I think the chances of targeting this up here are more and more, or higher and higher. Right, let's move over to gold. Um, Gold's also in the middle of a range between this low and this high. Gold had a decent retracement, which I wasn't expecting from gold. It between gold and silver though. Gold is the stronger of the two, so um, I want to see how this performs because we've still got we do have this low just here, which we fell short. There are also these equal lows just over here as a bit more of a further field target. We've got this as an immediate target. We have this swing high just here and this up close candle. I want to see if this provides resistance and it struggles to get through, because if it's fell short there, if we jump up, dig in and push lower, then I would say that we were likely going to target these down here, or at least this low just here. But yeah, probably going to target these down here, and if it pushes through there, then I would likely see these lows just here targeted. Let's move over to silver. So uh, on Wednesday the 28th, I said I think this is gearing up for a bit of a meaty retracement, or a significant retracement. We got it 2 days later. Said we'd likely push up a bit more. I don't think it would leave. I said I didn't think it would leave the 119 level or not, the 119 level alone. And I said it possible it could push up to around 124. It never made 124, but we did get that big retracement. Before I got busy and forgot all about doing a video, I was gonna say I was gonna like in the video for um uh, here because we was trading down. I was gonna give this as a target 86.125, but it is below that. Um, so I wouldn't have expected it to trade so aggressive, so much further than that, but it has. It's run this low. Um, we are inside a big gap on the monthly. so moved over to the monthly. This gap just here. There's also a gap just below it, which was created just after the 2011 all-time high was broken. In order for this to remain bullish, like significantly bullish, extremely strong kind of bullishness, we don't want to see this gap filled. The moment it fills this gap, the likelihood of it running this high decreases drastically. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the likelihood of it running that high decreases by a lot, and this may very well have keyed in the high for the for silver for a significant amount of time. Let's move over to oil. Drop down to the daily. Right. Oil has fallen ever so slightly short of this second target. Just there. We poked our heads above this high just here, but it has fallen slightly short of the second target. Gapped lower. We've hit this down close candle just here, moved away. I expect to see this second target ran, and then I would say when we run the second target, I think the likelihood is it's probably going to want to, if it goes up for the third target, it will go there aggressively. But we'll keep an eye on just the second target for now. As we have fallen short, there's a chance that it could reverse after it runs it and then run out. We've got these equal lows just down here, this just here. So there's a few things, but for now my bias is that we are still going to run that second target. Moving over to Bitcoin. Wow, how crazy! Right, I was not expecting April's low to be ran, but here we are, and it's ran April's low. Could be the end of the road for bearish price action, and there may very well be one more rally before crypto winter, as they like to call it, sets in. If I just jump up to the monthly, we've got this is April's low. We've dug into the consolidation slash, it's a bit more of a retracement. We've dug into the retracement that happened post Bitcoin halving. When we was here or around here, I said that given this gap on the monthly, it's possible we may dig into this gap and then push lower. It seems like that's what we've done. We've got a low and a low, so relative equal lows. We've pushed below them, and that's a significant drive below that low that was created in April 2025. On the daily, as an immediate sort of price draw, I would say that these equal highs here, or there's a gap just here. They're on the lower time frame. Let me just jump down to the H4. There's a nice pull. And 100% extension brings us up to around this high just here, or these two highs. So I would say that where are we? 79,369 is an immediate target. Those highs there on the H4. Moving over to Ethereum. Another crazy one. If we take this retracement here, 100% extension actually brings us down to the monthly rejection block just here, and runs out that low. We're now inside this gap on the weekly. It is a weekly gap, isn't it? There's also a monthly gap there as well. Yeah, we're inside this gap on the weekly and also the monthly. This may be all she wrote. I can't. It should not run below this low, because if it does, then there's a chance that we may be experiencing this particular market may experience much further decline, um, and it could very well shave off another $1,000. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. The crypto market's just generally been weird. I mean, it doesn't help that Trump decided to take over. So Doge uh, blew below October's low, which I again wasn't expecting. We've also poked just below the low on the halving. I've got 4 cent there because that's a possible. If this wants to continue falling, it's possible that it may want to fall down to around 4 cents. Um, don't know. Uh, Also, a while ago, if you cast your minds back, it was around here at the start of January, or the end of December. I said that uh, if this lows ran, there's a chance that we'll be heading down to 7.5 cents. That low was ran. We nearly got down to 7.5 cents. It's possible that we may push even further down. However, October's low, the crazy day in October, that low has been ran and then significantly ran, and we've dropped down to the halving low. The only thing I'm interested in at the moment is the swing high that was created on the 2nd of February at 11.043 cents. So that's the only thing I'm interested in. That's why I've got an alert set up there, because in case it wants to run that. If it runs that, then um, that is more likely that we are signaling a change in direction. So that's the only thing I'm keeping my eye on at the moment, is that high. And we've got XRP. Same detail. XRP's blew the crazy day in October, that low that was created when the markets got liquidated. And it's done that significantly. We've closed below it, and now we have pushed above the candle that closed below that. I'm waiting to see if this candle does provide support, and if it does, then if it does provide support and we get some decent price action, a failure of this low, then we'll be targeting. There's some equal highs just here as an immediate target, which is at 1.9460. I don't think the markets are done. I also don't know what's going on, because it's just very strange. Anyway, hope everyone has a good weekend, and I will catch up with you. I'll try and go back to doing 2 a week. Just haven't had the motivation. Yeah, have a good weekend, and I'll catch up with you next week.